What's up, Aquarius? Welcome back to Cosmic Dialect. We will be doing a tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius, the 11th house in tarot. Well, in tarot, the 11th house in astrology, not in tarot. We will be doing a tarot reading for the 11th house holder, the 11th house holder of Aquarii. If you have Aquarius in your top Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, maybe even Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, maybe South Node. I've been saying South Node lately. If you are here to cross-watch for Aquarius that you love and adore, you are totally welcome. Thank you for being here for your Aquarius person that you just want to know more about. That's fine. That is allowed. Just a forewarning, I'm not nothing crazy, okay, nothing crazy. But if you're here to be a weirdo and cross-watch and gain information to do some weird informational shit to an Aquarius, that is not welcomed, that is not appreciated, that is not allowed on my channel or anyone's channel. So that being said, let's get that out of the way. Aquariuses, thank you for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you like my content and you keep watching it, please subscribe. I would love that. I don't bite. All right, so if you come back and watch my videos, give me a subscribe. I would love it. If you like the content, give me a like, maybe a comment. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. A comment, an emoji, a thumbs up, something. I know, it's like crazy wild to think about how much effort it takes to do that these days, but it does. There are a lot of stingy there's a lot of stinginess going on in that realm. So that aside, thanks for coming back. Archangel Michael, please come into my space as I read for the sign of Aquarius. Protect me as I read for the sign of Aquarius. Make sure Aquariuses feel safe on the other side of my digital screen, as well as their cross-watchers. All right, Aquarius. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, trusted guides, please come into space. Thank you. Aquarius, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Let's get it going for Aquarius. I pre-shuffled. I have notes for you, Aquarius. I usually don't do that. I have one for my collective message I'm going to do, and like when I'm done with the signs. I might do it sooner. I keep feeling the urge to do the collective message. Like, I need to do the collective message, but like I know my sign people like their sign stuff, so, but let's not get stuck on sign stuff. Like, I'll mention that in the collective thing more, but okay, Aquarius, but like you might resonate with this stuff, okay? If you don't, check out your moon, your rising, whatever placements. Or if you still like my vibe, just give me a like and just click off and watch something else. I would love that. But yeah, if it doesn't hit, don't make it fit, please. All right, Aquarius, there's quite a bit of strange information. Not strange, but like serious. It's not strange, it's serious. So we have deflection, okay? People that are deflecting. They are skilled at steering focus away from their own toxic actions, attributing their flaws to someone else. That's here. You could be dealing with somebody who likes to do that to you, deflect their flaws onto you and be like, this is what you do. This is how you are. See, look, told you. See that one thing that they did that one time? Told you, type shit. Okay, dark triads here. That was coming up for Virgo. So you could have Virgo in your chart, or you're dealing with one. You don't have to be at all. But this was coming up, similar messages, but this was like more in depth. Like, this is definitely coming up for you for sure. It was coming up for Virgo as well. Having it in your own chart, dealing with one, or not at all. Coming up for both of you, especially you. Dark triad. A combination of dark personality traits that overlap with narcissism. Okay, so arrogance and grandiosity with psychopathy, lack of empathy, whilst on occasion with certain brains, the way you evolve your brain and your wits throughout your life, with certain brain dynamics, displaying quite a theater or performance of understanding empathy. So they know how to put it on display even when they don't have it or understand it at all. Alongside the Machiavellianism personship that was coming up for Virgo, okay? AKA cunning, strategic, planned, skilled methodologies that benefit purely themselves. If well embedded into this dark triad through genetic inherent traits, characteristics, and behaviors. Combined with nature versus nurture, who you hang out with, what you consume, material, food, music, people that you hang out with, like everything, okay? Combination of all that combined with your genetics, combined with potentially being exposed to dark triadic material that would be embedded within your DNA strand. This individual will be quite skilled at spinning a narrative and painting their chosen opposition, aka you perhaps, or whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius, or if I'm talking to your cross-watcher Aquarius, I have to say it because I speak to everybody that watches these channels or watches these videos or episodes or whatever. Don't take offense to it, okay? Please don't. I'm mostly talking to you. Just have to say it. Chosen opposition, most likely you, or an Aquarius that you're dealing with, okay? But as who they truly are. Basically, they're painting you as who they truly are. They're very skilled at doing this. They're very skilled at spinning a narrative and painting their chosen opposition as who they truly are. Oh, there was also a portion that I actually didn't write down that was about the narcissism, the toxic personality traits about narcissism, arrogance, and grandiosity. That was about you don't, and like most of the time, yes, it is true that people that are narcissistic pay a certain amount of detailed attention towards their looks and how they dress, how they appear. They actually oftentimes like to associate with people that are also very attractive and dress cool and appear cool because that makes them appear cooler, right? It's like a group thing. They're very focused on how they appear to others in a group setting. I don't know why this is coming through for you, Aquarius, but they like to be around people that have money, status, that look cool, that appear cool, that are cool, that people respect. Very rarely does a clinical narcissist hang out with people that don't come off that way. That's very rare. Maybe a psychopath for like weird, strange reasons, but no, a narcissistic person that is a clinical or malignant narcissist or a covert one will typically hang out with people that are that fluff their feathers, that put on a show, that help them peacock in society. It doesn't have to be super visible. It could be on like an important intelligence level, on a lot of levels, okay? So something about that. It doesn't have to be only with physical like appearance. I wanted to get that through. I didn't write it down, but I wanted to get that through, that narcissistic people don't have to be only like physically attractive people that like pay close attention to their fitness, their health, their makeup, their eyebrows, the way they do their lip liner, the way they put their shoes on, like the way they dress. That doesn't make someone a narcissist, okay? Sometimes people just like fashion and like to look cool. I am one of those people. All right, so maybe I'm projecting a little bit right now, but I'm just saying you don't always have to be a clinical narcissist to enjoy like looking. And well, it's not about looking cool. It's just about people that are interpreting how you are representing yourself in the world as how they actually feel. So this projection thing is really interesting, how we project in reality. Every day we do it all the time. Humans project all the time, in positive and negative ways. We do it all the time. A lot of the times it's being recognized as negative because it's mostly negative. The things that are projected at somebody that will affect them to the level that is noticeable, that is affecting their life in a negative way. Yeah, that's a negative projection for sure. And you feel it on you coming from that particular person. You can feel it on you coming from that particular person. Yes, that is a negative projection. But we project all the time. Growing up in a family system or with brothers or sisters or best friends, there's constant projections going on. You gather information from each other and you toss it back and forth, and it becomes fun. And it's like a language that you start to learn with each other type of thing. Does that make sense? The way you move, the way you talk, your inner jokes, inner dialogue, what's that called? Like inner jokes, yeah, like Anyways, you know what I mean, Aquarius. Okay, let's get into the cards, okay? Going on for long enough here. Let's get into the cards. But for some reason, that was important to talk about, all right? Okay. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I already did a pre-shuffle, so let's get straight into it. We are already at 10:25. Okay, so that would be at 7, 8. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your charts, or a Virgo or have Virgo in your chart, like we were talking about. Or dealing with them 6th house or 8th house scenarios. I don't know where that lands in your charts. You might want to look into the 6th house or 8th house or even 9th for you for some reason. That's been coming through a lot for every sign, 9th house. Which is like higher learning. I feel like sometimes 8th house and 9th house get confused. Just as somebody that's an 8th house sun sign, I feel like sometimes people confuse 8th house energy with 9th house energy, or 9th house energy with 8th house energy. So something about that could be of significance as well, Aquarius. Maybe you feel like people are confusing like you with something else, and they're not getting it right. You're like, yeah, no, that's kind of like me, but like not quite. Like it goes deeper than that, or it goes not as deep as that. Like it's not that deep, or it's more deep. That's what she said. Oh God. Okay. Somebody has a dirty sense of humor, dark sense of humor. That could be you, or you hate that and you're offended. If you are offended easily, you will not like me. Just saying. Okay, let's get our first card for the sign of Aquarius, please. A 7 of Swords. The heck and doodle dandy. And a 4 of Cups. Aquarius, you could have Cancer in your chart, or you're dealing with a fellow Aquarius, or you're dealing with a Cancer. Or somebody that's like acts very sweet, nurturing, kind, that has like a secret... Let's get another one. It has like a... I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Before I say too much or too little. Three of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Oh boy. All right, Aquarius. We have strategy. We have potential lies. You were waiting on something to work out and you're heartbroken, or you're shattered, or you feel like you're about to be. You feel like you're about to be, or you feel like you're awaiting some like a pending doom. I hope that's not you, or you're watching someone else go through this. There's an impending doom here. 7 of Sword, 7 of Pentacle, 3 of Sword. It's giving a pending doom. That's like, why did I do that? Why did I get myself involved in that? I knew that was going to break my heart. I knew my money wasn't going to flourish. What the fuck was I thinking? 9 of Swords. You could have heavy Gemini in your charts, or Libra, or dealing with one. A lot of air here, a lot of swords. With some pentacles, you could have heavy earth in your chart as well as air. Something isn't working out for somebody. They invested in something that's not working out. You didn't know, or they didn't know, someone didn't know exactly what was going on, or somebody did something or made a choice based off of heartbreak and pain. And because they were in pain, they did something that caused pain. You know, the whole hurt people thing. Sometimes people go on about how they think this is a tired saying, how they think it's a played out saying. I disagree. I think it's very accurate, and I don't think it should go anywhere. I think it's a great way of explaining how people act and how people respond when they are fucking abused. or have gone through a lot or are dealing with a lot, then they get kind of crazy and psychotic sometimes. Or it doesn't have to be that they were abused. It could just be that they're just an angry person. For whatever reason. There's a lot of reasons that people can become angry and mean. A lot. There's strategy, lies. There's a lot of lies. A lot of lies, okay? Lies, a lot of lies. A lot of lies. Somebody knows that they told a lot of lies. They could be hurt by this and they're waiting on money, or somebody's waiting on money. Somebody needs money from someone. They know this. They're stressed about this. They're freaking out about this. Someone's freaking out about money that you owe them or they owe you. Something was done out of heartbreak and pain. Something was like a win, like this will win at all costs, like trust me, like yes. Somebody was like, oh, we're gonna get Aquarius. Trust me, I know all their passwords. I know everything they do for money. I know everyone they grew up with. If we wanted to fuck them over, we sure can. Type shit. I get there was success at making you feel hurt and pain. Making you feel like, what the hell's going on? I feel betrayed and very sad, like heartbroken beyond belief with the 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. That is like somebody that's gone through so much in their life that waking up in the morning is hard to do. Okay? It's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to do normal life. And then there's a money thing going on with that. What did they do to you to make you, like, they're clearly going through it. They're clearly reaping some form of karma. Or this is what they wanted for you. As they're waiting for their stealthy lie, stealing, creepy theft plan to work out. It's not working out. They're in a 7 of Pentacles. They're still waiting. Not only are they waiting for it to work out, but I get somebody else is waiting. Like they promised someone else something that's not happening. And they're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like, oh, fuck. This better work out, or else I'm type shit. Okay, sorry, I burp. When I burp, it's a thing. This better work out, or someone's going bye-bye. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. This better work. See, somebody was promised like a large deal of money or something. Okay, sorry. I don't want to say sorry because it's not like something, I don't feel bad, but like, I don't know, whatever. It's just a tell, okay? There's truth coming out. Large deals of money that were promised. Somebody's embarrassed. Somebody lied. Somebody's still waiting for money. And I get they're not getting it. And they're getting upset. And this is feeling dangerous now. 8 of Pentacles. Temperance. They're trying to remain patient with you. You're remaining patient with them. You're trying to collect on money that they owe you. Or they're trying to collect on money that you owe them. Something about that. All right? Or you're burying yourself into your work and what you do for money as you're going through a major heartbreak. That maybe you and your person were involved in the same business line together. Maybe you guys both invested in the same like business together. You both poured your money into something. And then your relationship was on the fritz. And somebody is like feeling fruitful while being sketch. Like they're still being sketch and they're fruitful. Well, I don't want to say fruitful, but they're still able to work. They're still able to make gains as they remain sketch. And then we have somebody that is still waiting and they're being incredibly patient. I don't want to say angelic, even though it is the Temperance card. I'm not getting angelic energy off the Temperance right now. I'm getting more so just like patience and like being chill. As they it almost feels like they forcefully have to remain chill, because if they don't, it will trigger like a warning, or like it will make people what? The world. Oh, did I talk? Yeah, I talked to you about the fixed sign stuff, right? How Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo are all, there's like some tension between the fixed signs right now. You could be dealing with a fixed sign or just be noticing the fixed energies are going through some like tension with each other specifically. I don't know. That could be in reference to you or not at all, okay? I don't know what this, but the world card, something's over. Something's over. There's a cycle that has closed. Maybe someone's trying to keep this a secret from you, or you'd like to keep it a secret from them. Place it where you see fit. You're the master of your story. And there is something that was promised. There was a promise made, a business opportunity that was supposed to be fruitful, promised of like monetization, like promises of currencies. Why is it giving international currencies? I just think of like when you exchange money at the airport into like a foreign current, like when you get into like a foreign country and you need to change your money into the money, something about that. I don't know. When you go to the airport, you know, and then sometimes you get better deals outside the airport. Okay. Somebody's very careful with their money. They didn't like it played with. Somebody's very careful with their money. They don't like it played with. They were promised something and it didn't pull out. It didn't pull out. Someone didn't pull out. Okay. Somebody could be pregnant. All right. Right. King of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Is this you, Aquarius? Someone's very happy, or why am I getting that this is like somebody that's like somebody likes to be comfortable and remain comfortable. They don't like their life fucked with. Yes, that could probably be you. Like who would that not apply to? They don't like their money or their family or anything that would threaten their well-being tampered with. Regardless of what they do for work, if it's criminal, not criminal, whatever they do for business, I'm not really getting specifics on that, but there's something to do with someone who had made like a promise, a bet, like a yes, this will happen. You will get money from this. Don't even worry. They are freaking out because they're not able to send what they wanted to send. They're still working on it. They could be trying to fraudulentize things and like make things seem real, which is making it worse for themselves because you or they or someone is dealing with professionals that are very good at what they do here, and they don't want their family messed with. They don't want their money messed with. They especially don't want to be tied up into something that is clearly fraudulent or messy. I'm not trying to speak highly or like protect anything to do with like crime businesses or crime families. I'm just saying it's kind of given that a little bit, okay? It feels like a crime family got somebody intertwined with something because somebody made it seem like they're too big for their own britches or something, and they're like they had the skill set and they knew people that could like do something special for them. Basically rob someone is how it feels. And it wasn't successful, and now this crime family, or this family that likes to be very comfortable, that doesn't like to be messed with, that enjoys their secrecy, that enjoys whatever the crimes they do, and likes to feel stable and keep their money going the way they keep it going, is very pissed that they got themselves involved with some amateur that was highly manipulative and convincing, is how it feels. This amateur is very heartbroken and still waiting on money to come in and like praying, hoping, and wishing that these fools don't come over and just I don't know if they're given a time limit or like a time frame where it's like you have this amount of time left to figure this out. If you don't figure it out, then we're gonna go on a little car ride and go look at the fish or go take a walk in the woods and appreciate the nature for a little while. Something scary like that. Hopefully not, but you know. Hopefully not, Aquarius. Hopefully not. I don't know. You could be the person that's doing, I don't know. I'm not gonna, what is it? Okay, so what the hell? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. I see, I think I just seen the devil card. Hold on. Okay, we have a Queen of Pentacles here. We have a match. Yes, we do have a couple that likes to Beal. Isn't that another word? Another Beal? Isn't that another word in another language? Or it's giving, I don't know why it's giving gamey meat. Somebody could be a hunter. Somebody could be a hunter. Somebody could hunt. So people that live out in the woods. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, people like to go hiking in the woods. People that are woodsy folk. Veal. Somebody is a hunter. Somebody likes hunting. They have a family they like to keep comfortable. They don't usually invite other people into their circle. And they did this, and something weird is happening. Aquarius, this does not apply to you. This is very specific. Please don't read into it. Still give me a subscribe, but watch maybe your moon or your rising or some shit. Let me grab these other cards, okay? Oh, it's not a devil card. Never mind. It's a Page of Cups. Opposite that. 5 of Sword. 8 of Pentacle upside down. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a 6 of Wands. Yeah, they like victory at all cost. There's a victory here for a couple. If you're in a true pair relationship, Aquarius, and this applies to you, you're not letting this shit fly. And like all the weird crime family weird stuff aside, you could have dealt with somebody that stole from you, that like made you trust them, that you did business with, and your husband or your wife got involved that doesn't deal with that shit. They're like, homie, don't play that. And they're like a crazy how do I say that without sounding offensive? Because I'm not trying to be offensive. It's a compliment, but like also it might come off as offensive. But like they're a crazy woods person. Like they don't go by normal rules. They live out in the forest. Okay, they just like they will ride their truck over to their house, knock on their door at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and like and if nobody answers, you know, depending on what state you're in, they'll blast your door open and be like, wakey, wakey. Okay, time to have a conversation. Why are you trying to destroy my life? Why are you fucking with my family? What did you do that for? Why? Because we don't put up with that. We work our asses off. We enjoy our life. And now we're having to put up with all this weird, heartbreaking theft, waiting on money stuff. We don't do that. We invited you into our family to be a part of our life. And now you want to do all this weird stuff? No. That's unacceptable. And that message will be sent by either you or your wife. If I'm speaking to a masculine, your wife is hardcore. She's dope. Or your person, your lady. She has your back. And she's like, no, that's not happening. And I'm speaking to a woman, your man has your back. And he's like, no, this is not happening. You could be the same element. You could both have air in your chart or heavy earth in your chart. Okay, so here we have a Page of Cups. You could have children, but there's 5 of Swords here. There's like winning at all costs, but like jealousy, envy with someone that's pretending to be your friend that has no more work left. Ivan, what? Sorry, my cat. He gets cold. Come here, baby. Come on. He's naked. He's like hairless little guy. Here. Okay, come on. You alright? You okay? Alright. Calm down. Calm down. It could be somebody within your own family as well. It doesn't have to be a stranger. It could be your own family that you trusted with something. That you're like, what the hell did you get me involved in? This is crazy. And your wife, your husband, your spouse, whoever you live with, that you love, that you might have a family with and children with, is hella pissed as well. And they're a powerhouse. They're like, I'll go over to your sister's house right now. I'll go over to your brother's house. Or I'll go talk to your mom or your dad. Like, I'm not putting up with this. This is psychotic. They want to come through and do what now? And disrupt our King of Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle, you know, Nine of Pentacle, Ace of Pentacle, Six of Pentacle, Six of Wand vibes, Temperance. They want to come through with their Seven of Sword, Three of Sword, Nine of Sword, Seven of Pentacle shit. No, that's not allowed. And somebody's like, that's not allowed. Somebody's like, Ivan, stop, babe. Honey, chill out, dude. Okay, something about, you could have animals. Okay, we're at 30, 42. We gotta close it up soon. Aquarius, I almost called you Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart. You're dealing with one. You could have animals. Okay, you could, if you live out, you could have animals that like, you have to tend to, like, actual, like, you could have, like, farm animals, like goats, chickens, or something. I don't know why that's coming through. Someone's a liar, okay? Somebody pretends to be nice, and that's somebody you work with. And you cut them off, or you don't want to work with them anymore, or they're jealous because you make more money than them. I mean, that sounds really vague and stupid and petty, but, like, that could be as simple as that. But we have a Page of Cups, Five of Sword, and an Eight of Pentacle upside down. And then we have Eight of Pentacle up right here next to my King of Pentacle, my Queen of Pentacle. So if this is you and this couple, you guys have it going on, gals, he, she, thems. And if you're not in a coupled scenario, this is just you being balanced in your masculine and your feminine, and you're carrying through victories, and you're having to deal with people that are always coming into your life trying to leech off of you. Like, leech off of you, because they know you're a powerhouse in a pentacle form. There's lots of pentacle shit happening here. You're a powerhouse. You're highly intelligent. You're strategic, but not in, like, a creepy way. But like, for some reason, it gathers people that, like, want to challenge you on that, and, like, challenge your wit and your intelligence or something, that think they're better than you or smarter or can do it better than you or something. And that's what you're experiencing. If you're a single person, that's what you're experiencing. And you're sick of putting up with all that. You're like, no, dude. And here this person is right here. They're a page, first of all. They're incredibly immature. And they're highly jealous of you. And they cannot pull off what you do. They can't. No matter how hard they try, they're not going to be able to do what you do. No matter how many Seven of Sword, Three of Sword things, Nine of Sword, like, that's very rude of them to keep attempting. Also, like, it's like tirelessly attacking you and your money system to make you feel, like, vulnerable and like you need to ask for help. Like, for my single people, even my couple, whatever. But for my single people, like, somebody wants to make you feel, like, so worn out and always having to, like, fight back. Maybe it's a couple, okay? It could be this Queen and King of Pentacle couple doing that to you. That's just, like, used to always being victorious with stealing and lying and thieving and breaking hearts. Ivy. Chill out, please, honey. Eight of Pentacles upside down. Page of Cups. There could be a problem with, like, kids acting inappropriately or something that's, like, causing issues as well. Just a side note. I don't have kids, but when that energy comes through, I like to mention it, because I've noticed that sometimes that doesn't happen with readers that, like, don't have, like, husbands or kids and stuff. They don't mention that energy, but when it comes through, I'd like to mention it. There could be, like, a married couple here where their child, son or daughter, is being a pain, and it's affecting the workflow, or it's affecting the family in a way that's, like, noticeable. Whatever that means, okay? You still clearly have love for your child, like, no shit. But they're being a little crazy right now. Five of Swords. Maybe they're like between the ages of, like, 10 and, like, 14 or something like that. 10 and 16, 11 and 15, like, something around like, you know, the teenage, the years where you're just like, I don't care what my parents say, I'm going to be crazy no matter what. And you're, like, having a hard time dealing with that on top of some crazy person that's, like, trying to like get involved in your family system. If you have a family, and that's your story, or if you're a single person, You're dealing with somebody that's highly immature, that's like acts like a child, that's very jealous of you, that's like trying to impede upon whatever you do for money and like compete with you and put you into sadness also. Like it did, like I'm not saying that you're weak or anything, but if something worked for a while, if it's not still, something did work. It put you in a 9 of Swords and a 3 of Swords. And you're strong enough to keep going. An 8 of Pentacles still upright about it. Someone's 8 of Pentacles being turned upside down. So the tables are turning, finally. The tables are turning. Things are being balanced out. The Temperance card's here. You knew this would happen. You knew in your gut the tables would turn and things would get balanced out. I hope this is resonating. I hope that part resonates. Mostly that part, okay? The table's turning, things going in the right direction, and things balancing out. Throwing out that part, bringing in that part, and bringing it into a balance. So the Temperance card can do the Temperance job. And the 6 of Cups can do the 6 of Cup job. Or the people you love and the people that you treasure and the people that are warm start to float back in your life, or you start to experience like that feeling more, or just like be around them more, or even desire to be around them more, or when you are around them, enjoy their company, as opposed to being annoyed by them because you're distracted by something that's making you upset or something, right? Whew, that's a lot, Aquarius. It's a lot. Let me know if this resonates for you, Aquarius. I gotta cut it off. It's getting too long. 36:39 as I looked at the time. A 4 of Wands. You guys are gonna be fine. If you don't have a family, if you do have a family, whatever, your community cares a lot about you. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, whoever it is that that you love, that you have in your life, they love you. They're not gonna let somebody come and fuck with you like this. And if it's been going on, and maybe you're scared to tell them about it because you know they're like crazy like that, and they might like hurt someone. I don't condone violence, but they might like they might make it better, is what I'm gonna say. But you don't want that. You're like, I don't want to make it crazy. I don't want people to get in trouble. I don't want there to be violence. Like I'd rather not. So maybe you're keeping something a secret from your family members, friends, or loved ones, because you don't want things to become a problem or get messy or violent. It's gonna be okay. For this group that is used to, the star upside down, someone's unhealed though. Okay, somebody has a lot of healing left to do, and they are kind of delusional. King of Cup, 4 of Pentacle, a 3 of Pentacle. Yeah. Okay. If this is something to do with like a friend group scenario, or like an ex or something, or just a friend, there's like careful like mechanisms, like moving in a certain way that is very important for them, but it's like also very obviously creepy and sketchy, which is not helping them be undercover or like covert acting. It's very obvious what they're up to. I don't know if it's a strange side note before we cut it off, Aquarius. It's very obvious at what they're up to. The Empress. Your own mother could be involved, the Moon, or you are this Empress. You could have Libra, Taurus, or Aries, Cancer, or Pisces in your chart, or Aries in your chart, along with Aquarius. Emphasis on Cancer with the Chariot coming out. You might just want to run away and go get some alone time. If you are dealing with a community or a friend or a family scenario where all this drama is continuing, you might just want to run away and get some alone time. And I would probably suggest that you might have a good time. Well, you probably would, because that's 7 of Pentacle again, 3 of Swords again, Page of Wands. Yeah, you need to go get some alone time and unwind. Something's stressing you out and it's like freaking you out. There's like a sense of danger as well. I'm not trying to freak you out or anything. If that applies to you, there's like somebody that wants to collect on some money and they're like trying to target you, or you need your money and you're waiting on it. You're like, I need to get paid. Why are these weirdos like thieves? Why are they not paying me? I'm owed money. or something to do with that. In your families, that you're trying to protect your family. You could have kids that are acting kind of out of line right now. Or somebody that's doing all that is very innocent. Or not innocent, I'm sorry. Oh, is very innocent. You are probably very, but I mean like immature, okay? At the childlike energy. Innocent, immature, childlike energy. But they're not innocent. They're an adult acting immature. Maybe they try to act innocent. Maybe they come off as like not assuming, like they're very good at coming off like not sketchy. People believe it, which is probably maddening. Maybe they have like a very like, maybe they change their tone of voice to like appear sweeter sometimes, or like depending on who they're around, they act a certain way. They camouflage. They adhere to their environment based on their circumstance, based on their environment. They blend in and they do what they can to kind of reap and benefit off of that area in a way that is more manipulative than it is like street smart, if that makes sense. Because that can just be like a smart thing to do, depending on if it's like a dangerous area or something. But like they're doing it in a way that like will like connect them to something that will like get them money, or like connect them to someone that they like want to like finagle with in like a sketchy way. And somehow you're involved in this, Aquarius. I don't know how. All right, Aquarius, that's your reading. I gotta cut it off. It's getting long, okay? Please like my video, subscribe. I also do private readings, you guys. So gals, he, she, thems. In the description box below, you'll see how that goes. If you want a private reading, hit me up. All right, in my email. All right, Aquarius. Until next time, thank you for coming back. All right.